come in. Sit. What do you need? Of course you need something. It is not very comfortable for people like you to be here, so if you didn't have something you needed badly, you would leave. Now tell me all from the beginning. Always love. No, go on. So, you want to forget her that badly? You're feeling very bad, huh? Well, I won't do what you ask. Oh, just calm down. I will do something, but I can't erase her. If I erase her, you won't learn the lesson. And you'll make the same mistake in the next... I know. It was all her mistake, but you still need to learn the lesson. But what I can do is I can create a potion for you that will dim her. You will get the full impact, it will just come slower. Now, there is one problem with this potion. It means that you may get in another relationship before you have learned this lesson. And you are generally doomed to repeat the same error. Although, as the lesson is learned, you may be able to correct it in the middle of the next relationship. I know you will never get in a relationship again. I know. But just in case you do. Alright. Well, have you heard how this works? Yes, wine. Always wine. So I will give you 6 different options, and we will find the one that fits you best, the one you like the most. And yes, it is best to drink it all at once if you are in as much pain as you say. You clearly are coming a bit unglued. So I would take the rest of the afternoon and finish off the bottle, and when you awake, you will still remember you had been in a relationship. You will still vaguely remember her, but the pain will be gone. It will return, but in a much smaller dose and over a longer period of time. So you don't really avoid anything except the coming unhinged, which you seem to be. Does that work for you? No. There's no cost. The cost will be extracted, but at a later time, and you need not know about it. Oh no, not in this lifetime. Alright, are you ready to get on with some tasting? Oh, you may call me Miss Rose or Mama, whatever. But you probably won't remember me much after this bottle of wine. Alright, let's start. We are drinking reds. I only drink reds. And we will start off with the Solidus. Let me get you some information about this wine. This is a Solidus Clamé d'Or Cabernet Sauvignon from South Africa. Ah, lovely. It's a full-bodied Cabernet Sauvignon with a deep red color. The nose reveals red and blackberry fruit infused with cherry, cassis, and hints of coffee. These flavors follow through on the palate together with blackcurrant and dark chocolate, ending with a subtle toastiness a touch of vanilla, and soft, juicy tannins. So I'll pour a bit for you and a bit for me. There we go. Yes, go ahead. I will have some with you. Lovely. Do you like that one? I'll tell you a bit more about it. So, at about 4 years young, this bright, lush Cabernet is fully developed and ready to drink. Intense aromas of red fruit, cherry cola, and spice spill from the glass. Smooth, round, and palate coating, the wine delivers a rush of nicely integrated maraschino cherry, leather, orange peel, and smoke flavors, and finishes with a hint of herbs. This perfectly bridges the old and new world styles with beautifully integrated tannins, oak, and acidity. Few Cabernets at this price deliver a pure and uplifting drinking experience. Yes, I don't like to spend a lot on my wines. I like others to spend a lot on my wines, but not me. So, off to a very good start, if I do say so myself. Now we will move on to the Café Cabernet, another Cabernet Sauvignon from South Africa. This is seductive and sensory. It's Cabernet Sauvignon from 2014. A wine carefully crafted with French and American oak to bring out the natural mocha flavors, complementing the black currant, berry, and plum nuances intrinsic to this noble grape variety. Rich coffee, chocolate, and mocha aroma. Ooh, let's smell this. A little for you, and a little for me. Lovely. Swirl and sniff. Let's get a good sniff of this one. Very nice. I can smell chocolate sometimes, although I don't taste it much. Always nice to start off the day with wine. Yes, I am on my way out, so we can't dawdle too much. And this one, I will tell you a bit more about too. This is Linton Park. Dark, inky, and rich, this is the kind of Cabernet that makes Cabernet nerds swoon like tweens at their first Taylor Swift concert. Powerful aromas of coffee, mocha, black currant, and dark chocolate come out of the glass like a howitzer, and those same characters, ever so enjoyable, coat your palate with incredible polish that never diminishes sip after sip. Hyperbolic as that seems, what's great is this over-the-top flavor and texture is very nicely supported by smart red berry acidity and tannin that make the wine finish clean and pure. This is one of those rare Cabernets with equal parts brawn and brains, a truly exciting find. Yes, it tastes like blackberry pie, toasted baking spice, coffee, and mocha. Pairs well with roasted sage chicken, mushroom risotto, smoked baby back ribs. Yes, it is starting to be sunset. Just a nice start to the day. All right. And moving right along, we now have the Arum Cellars Central Coast Cabernet Sauvignon. This is from California. The Arum plant produces a beautifully dark purple flower that matches the color of this robust, captivating Cabernet Sauvignon made of grapes grown in California's Central Coast. The wine was aged in oak barrels for 18 months, creating a toasty, smooth texture that carries the flavors of black fruit, spice, and strawberry, accented with a hint of tobacco leaf. 2013. A little for you, maybe a little more for me. You like that one too? They are all lovely. I do have good taste in wine. Well, I have people who have good taste in wine. Yes, the tasting room treats me well. The wine was aged in oak barrels for 18 months, which adds a toasty, smooth texture that envelops and carries the bold, integrated flavors of ripe black fruit, roasted strawberry, and savory olive. The wine just gets better with exposure to air as each sip reveals a new aroma or flavor, primarily cassis, tobacco leaf, graphite, exotic spice, and licorice. The firm tannins indicate this wine will age nicely for at least a few years. Decant if you pull the cork before the middle of 2016 so as to best enjoy every nuance of this stunning wine. It pairs well with a long decant followed by bistecca alla Florentina, braised short ribs, rich pasta dishes. Lovely. All right. Halfway through already. Le Concierge. This is a Merlot, 2014. And this is also from California, from Napa. We named this wine for the person who fetches what you want, when you want it, no questions asked, always reliable, and at your beck and call. I do love a good concierge. I do so much that when I travel, I don't want to do much at all. I want someone else to do it for me. Le Concierge coats your palate with the fresh, robust fruit flavors you desire. Pair this versatile red with grilled meats and simple fare. A little for you and a little for me. Swirl and snip. Beautiful color on this one too. Very nice. Le Concierge. Lush fruits of black raspberry, Michigan cherry, and roasted strawberry are beautifully integrated into this structured and well-balanced wine. It only gets better with exposure to air, so decanting is recommended. After just a few minutes in the glass, nicely integrated mocha, plum, skin, and tomato leaf characteristics reveal themselves and enhance the round, smooth sipping experience. This is good with burgers, roasted vegetables, and roasted chicken. Oh, and this is, well, it says, oh, I take that back. This was bottled by Crush 94 in Napa, but this is a French wine. I was surprised when I read that. Yes, this is a French wine. let me talk about this other wine, then have one more sip of that so it can decant a little bit more, okay? So now we are going to have some Squall. This is a red wine from California. California's coastal vineyards are renowned for growing perfectly ripe grapes due to the cool winds rolling in from the Pacific Ocean. These squalls are essential for maximizing character and complexity in this enticing red wine blend. Rich notes of blackberry, cherry, spice, and mocha make this subtle wine a perfect match for beef and lamb dishes, especially burgers. One thing that I did learn is although California is not perfect for all wines, one of the benefits we have here in the New World is that we had trains and very soon after roads, so that we had the option of planting our grapes in the places where they were best suited, where often in the Old World you planted them nearby so that you could get your wine, where here we had a little bit more options on where to plant. And so in California, often the good vineyards grow the best grapes for that area. So finish up that other. Have that last sip of Le Concierge now that it's decanted. Does it taste better? They usually do know what they're talking about. All right, and I will pour you some Squall. There you go. Lovely. Swirl and sniff. Very nice. Let me tell you a bit more about Squall. A structured, briery, bright red rounded out by bay leaf freshness, tangy black cherry fruit, and dried herb perfume. Sleek, round, and thoroughly delicious. Be sure to pair this red with bold, powerfully flavored foods. So this is good with barbecue, pizza margarita, foods with char. It's always nice to have a food that you can eat with everyday foods. Sorry. It's always nice to have a wine. I think I may have had a bit too much already. A wine that you can drink with everyday foods like barbecue and burgers. Good thing we only have one more left, and that is Preefy. Preefy. If you ever eat in a restaurant that has a Preefy menu, it is not Prix Fix, it is Preefy. Not that you need to know that. Honestly, if you don't work in hospitality and you can afford it, you can call it anything you want. But if you want to sound like someone who eats in fancy restaurants regularly, which some of us do, Preefy. But this is a French wine, a red wine, 2014. This medium-bodied, food-friendly red wine is typical of what you find in French bistros, offering simple, flavorful fare. The wine's attractive red fruit characters accented with a lively, peppery, spicy note, makes it a perfect pairing for a simple dinner. Followed by, start with a gooey French onion soup. Ooh, sounds good. Followed by a roast chicken with herbes de Provence or steak frit. Don't forget the roasted vegetables. Sadly enough, this is our last, but that may be good for me. I seem to have overindulged. I did start a bit before you, so, well, I've been up for already an hour. You don't get this look just rolling out of bed. All right. captivating aromatic core of red and blackberries, button mushrooms, cola, forest floor, and violets lure you in. Exactly what you want from a Syrah-dominated red grown in the cool French countryside. That's why I like it. I like Syrahs. Allow the wine time to breathe prior to sipping to let those aromas and flavors reveal themselves. Medium-bodied on the palate with a delicious pop of fruit, this is a perfect red to enjoy with charcuterie. This is also good with steak fruit and roasted vegetables, as they mentioned. And this is our last French wine. And I would recommend not going with one of the wines that need to be decanted because, considering your state, you need to start right away. Yes. So what are you leaning towards as your favorite? I don't blame you. Let's go with the first one, the Solidus. It was a very nice start. I really enjoyed it. So, I just have a little bit of work to do. In this case, I need your help too. Place your hands on the wine bottle, please. And I want you to close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Try to relax. I hope the wine has helped. And I want you to travel with me. Picture yourself walking along a forest path near a mountain. There is a cliff to one side going up and one side going down, as if you have been climbing this mountain for a while, although there is enough room and a few trees on either side. Take a deep breath in of the misty air, and up ahead you see a light in the mist, and as you walk you notice it is coming from a cave. Enter the cave and there is a fire lit, and there is a guide sitting across the fire from you, their face lit by the fire, creating odd shadows. Sit across from them as they meditate, and although their eyes are closed, you know they are listening and know you are there. Ask for what you most dearly want right now. Pause for a minute before you do that, as it may not be what you think. Very nice. Oh, good. And with that, your guide opens their eyes. They stand and walk around and place their hands behind you on your shoulders, stand behind you, and you feel the energy from their hands surge through you, moving you closer to what you most desire. Thank your guide as they remove their hands and look in their eyes. As you know, they are helping guide you, although your path may be long. Walk out of the cave and continue on your path. And I want you to start to return to your body, but with a bit less pain, a bit less worry, a bit more calm. Wiggle your fingers and toes. I'm so proud of you, dear. So as you requested, I have filled this bottle of wine with love, rather than forgetting. It is not good to forget what we must learn, but this bottle of wine will help you move closer towards love, which is what you wanted so strongly, and what you felt was lost. But it isn't. Thank you for joining me. Take this with you, and you may decide to sip it slowly. It will give you some relief, but that relief will come through hope rather than clouds. It was so nice meeting you today. I'm glad we got to spend this time together. I'm very proud of you. You may return at another time if you would like. I feel maybe you would fit in this place. You know how to find me. Take care.